Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Now we got the week 2 upsets. Last week we pulled that Giants game. Let's pull another one. First game, and this is more inclined with the Giants at Titans. Falcons at Rams. Falcons are plus 10.5, and I know this one is a little bit of a reach, but hear me out. I think this is more likely than the Texans-Broncos, for instance, because I think the Falcons are going to be able to run the ball. Say what you will about Arthur Smith. Say what you will about the Falcons roster. Cordero Patterson can ball. He's one of the best players in this league ever since he's been at running back. And if you're able to run it against that Saints front seven, I think you can run it against the Rams. Now, I know you have to take care of Aaron Donald. I know that's damn near impossible. But there are some weaknesses in this Rams front seven. Without Von Miller, it's just Leonard Floyd to rush the passer. I think Mariota can scramble a little bit. He'll do what he does. Check it down. Try to roll right for 7-8 yards. That's literally all that is in his game. I did like how Drake London looked. Now, the Rams could just wake up and absolutely whip the living hell out of the Atlanta Falcons. We know that's possible. I just wonder how long is it going to take for the Rams to get into well-fueled mode? How long is it going to take them to get into rhythm? Are we going to see Allen Robinson be anything other than a milk carton? I think the Rams play a wee bit better, but the Falcons are going to bring it. And the Falcons, they got this offensive line better. And that was one thing I was surprised with watching the film. I think the Falcons got a fighter's chance, actually, to win this game. I know it sounds crazy. But I do think the Falcons plus 10.5. I really like them to cover. But listen, the Falcons are going to be in striking distance of this game. Next game, we got the Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens. Dolphins are plus 3.5. I mean, this is the hill that I'm going to die on this week. This is what I'm choosing. And those who've been watching this show a long time know that more often than not, I'm right on this. I think the Dolphins cover this, but I think they win this game. I think this is a game that's going to be decided in the fourth quarter. I think it's a game that is going to be decided by who's got more dogs, who's got more playmakers, and there's no way you can say the Ravens have more playmakers than the Dolphins. And I've watched every Lamar Jackson game the last 2 years. I got to say, I'm just not seeing the big explosive plays. I'm not seeing him run for 30, 40 yards like he used to. You can pull out the Duvernay passes from against the Jets, but people are putting up 30, 40 for fun against the Jets last year. I just think this Ravens team, they're a bit stagnant. There's not a lot of new ideas. And then with the Dolphins, you got the play action. You got the stretch run. I think that if you take care of Calais Campbell, you can run it against this Ravens front seven. And, I respect Calais Campbell, but the man is damn near 40 years old. How long can you stop him to be how long can we expect him to be an elite 5-7 technique? I got the Dolphins to win this game. I think there's more explosive plays from them. They win it in the fourth quarter. Next game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. Saints are plus 3. I'm telling you what, man, I'm not hedging my bets on this. If Donovan Smith doesn't play, and it looks like Chris Godwin's not going to play, I think the Bucs are in a mission here to lose. And I respect Brady, and Julio Jones, he's looked good against the Cowboys. That will come in and pick up some of Godwin's slack that they're missing. But I just think the Saints defensive line will absolutely crush them. After what happened against the Falcons last week, I think the Saints D-line comes in pissed off, comes in on a mission, and that's where I think this game is decided. Now, Brady, we know he can get out of his hand quick, but this isn't the Cowboys secondary. He will be up against Lattimore. He will be up against other good players and dogs in that Saints secondary. I love those two matchups, and when we're going to the other side of the ball, the reason why I was hesitant and why I needed to see the Falcons film was because Jameis didn't play well. The game plan in the first half didn't utilize Olave. We didn't see a lot of Michael Thomas. It just wasn't pretty. And the other thing that worried me was during the first half, the Saints couldn't run the rock. They just got two big runs with Taysom Hill, and Kamara was stuffed. But I think the Saints' offensive line will at least be able to go blow for blow with Tampa's great front seven. This Tampa Bay front seven is great. Don't get me wrong. But I do think the Saints offensive line is up to the challenge. Saints will be able to run it a little bit. Jameis will be able to make a few plays. I think that'll be enough. This is going to be a defensive football game. Anyone who's going to over here is a little bit wild. Next game, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles. Vikings are +2. I had the Vikings last week. I'm going with them again. Listen, I love the Eagles. I love what the Eagles did this offseason. I'm one of the few Jalen Hurts defenders you'll find on the internet. But let's be real right now. If the Vikings are able to stop the run, they're going to be able to beat the Eagles. I think the Vikings go 8 men in the box. I think the Vikings force Jalen Hurts to throw it, and I don't think the results will be all that great. I'm looking at this Eagles defense. There were so many shocking things that happened this Sunday in the NFL. But one thing that no one wants to talk about was this Eagles defense got put up with a 35 spot by Goff. Goff put up a 35 spot, and that's concerning. That's going to raise eyebrows. I know there's been a lot of hype about the Lions offense. I'm not eating that Kool-Aid or drinking it, whatever you want me to say. I think that was a cause for concern. Also, the Eagles pass rush. Outside of Fletcher Cox, it was a little bit non-existent. They got some young players that should be stepping up that I thought would step up, but it hasn't came to fruition. I think the Vikings passed the ball better in this game. I think the Eagles will run it a wee bit better than the Vikings, but don't count Dalvin Cook out. Do not count Dalvin Cook out. And I said it from the minute Kevin O'Connell got this job. I'm not saying the man is a great head coach or that he will be a great head coach, but the drastic personality shift between him and Zimmer will have an effect. That's why the Vikings were a money pick against the Packers, and that's why I think the Vikings go into Philadelphia, win, and cover. Hit the like button, share the videos, the best gambling show on the internet. Over-unders will be up tonight.
How many days it gonna take? You switch on me and I ain't get a break. If I hop off, then the levee gon' break. If I take 2, then I'm off into space. Put all that down, pour all that out. I'm done without, we on the now. Step after step, day by the day. Live for the night and I'm never gon' break.